everyone, this is Chrism, and I would like to invite you to our continuing conversation about the Kundalini Emergency, or as other people know it as a spiritual emergency. I'd like to go over some of the other symptoms. I covered some of these symptoms in the first introductory video, but I want to cover some others as well. A person will typically feel vibrating, prickling, and crawling energy or sensations on their skin. They'll feel it in certain sections of their body or throughout the entire body, as if each individual hair follicle has its own consciousness and is moving or vibrating in a certain way. The Kriya activity, as I mentioned earlier, the spontaneous movements, the waking up from a sound sleep in yoga postures, and I can't remember if I mentioned the intense heat and cold alternatively that a person can feel as this energy becomes awake within them. Changes in eating and sleeping patterns are very, very common, as are various pressures in the ears, feeling the sensation of movement on the top of the head, like something is moving around the top of the head. Pressure in the temples, almost as if something is going outward. These are common and these are natural. Nothing is wrong. The individual's sexual libido will be intensified or extremely reduced. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. The transformation is just affecting the genital areas, and it's nothing to be concerned with. No function has been lost. As a matter of fact, certainly during the increase phase, it'll go into hyperdrive. And you'll just have to learn how to find the appropriate times during the day to take care of that situation. A racing heartbeat and digestive problems will also happen quite often. The heart rate will go extremely fast to the point where you're going to want to place a call to the ER. And I encourage you to do that. You go right over to that ER, and they're going to hook you up with all their wires, and they'll put you into a stress test, and they'll take blood tests, and they'll give you an MRI, and they'll get all these stuff, right? And they'll find nothing. And say, "Oh, Mr. Chrism, maybe you're just having an anxiety attack." Something of that nature. They will find nothing wrong with you. If they're moral, if they're ethical, if they don't find anything, they'll tell you that they're not finding it with you. If they're ethically challenged, they'll go, they'll kind of manufacture something for you so that a drug can be given, or some sort of a palliative care can be given for the individual, or some sort of care that exemplifies, well, we were doing something. We did something for you, even though we don't know what you have. We're doing something for you. Certainly, within the digestive situation, what the stomach will accept as food will go through radical changes. One moment you'll crave meat, and the next moment you won't be able to even think about the idea of eating meat. Same with vegetable foods or fruits. One moment that's all you can have, and the next week you can't even think about having them. And I want you to surrender. I'm going to suggest that all of you surrender to this, your family, the friends, and the individual. It's okay. Nothing is wrong. Kundalini doesn't necessarily ascribe to the 4 food groups or the food pyramid. So just let that be known. Other things, numbness or pain in the left big toe in various extremities of the body will occur. Don't be afraid. You don't have carpal tunnel or any kind of a situation, unless of course you do, and that's been verified by the medical authorities. But numbness in the extremities and pain, actual black and blue visual pain in the left big toe and the toenail are a pretty clear indication of Kundalini awakening within the individual. Also extreme emotional outbursts, from laughing to crying, to argumentative to completely introspective. These are common attributes. And I know they're common in society anyway as well, but within a Kundalini context or spiritual emergency context, this is an attribute of the emotional body going through its transformative stages. These stages being from one pole of extreme expression to the other pole of extreme expression. They are not sick. They are not mentally ill. They are not, in any way needing the psychiatric treatment facility experience or pharmaceutical drugs or naturopathic drugs. Let's not forget that in naturopathy, it greatly mimics the symptoms and protocols of symptoms treatment within the allopathic community. So once again, you don't need to eat something in order or have it put into you in order to come through this in a balanced way. You just need to surrender to it, recognize that it's Kundalini, and surrender to that. Be okay with that. Lots of phenomena such as celestial music that is of the most incredible, beauteous quality, coming into a person with absolutely no musical symphonic chorus or musical generative physical expression being there, being present. It just comes to you, and it is extremely beautiful, fantastic, wonderful, beyond words, beyond my limited vocabulary to even describe it in its beauty. It's amazing. Also, along those lines, chanting, the smelling of incense or roses, the buzzing of bees are a very common experience that a person has. The waterfall scenario, hearing a whooshing or like a waterfall. And once again, nobody else in the house is hearing this, just the Kundalini person. But because you don't hear it, don't devalue the Kundalini person that is hearing it. Just kind of like take it in stride, take it in stride. This is okay. This is part of that process. You can also hear a lot of ringing in the ears, a lot of tones, a lot of what other people would call tinnitus. It's not tinnitus. And it frequently isn't anywhere as near hurtful as tinnitus. It's just the ringing in the ears that we constantly hear, come and go, come and go. Well, this will come and go in a far more demonstrative level of understanding. So these are a few more of the symptoms that a person can experience. Also, I want to mention entities. Entities are consciousness without a body. A person inside of the Kundalini awakening process can recognize and see and interact with these discarnate or without a body, these discarnate spiritual consciousness. And they in turn will also connect and communicate with the individual, as I mentioned in a previous video. Often a person will hear this, knocking on the wall, okay, or a tinging on the glass, or some form of communication that does not have a physical-based origin. This can cause the Kundalini person to go into extreme amplitudes of fear. Once again, as I mentioned in the last video, fear is not the friend here. Okay? One needs to recognize that, okay, this is part of the expanded awareness, expanded consciousness of the Kundalini. I don't need to be afraid of this. I trust in the Kundalini process within me to help me and protect me, and there's no need for me to go into fear with this. And for the family and friends, I want you to be supportive of that. If they're saying that they're hearing taps on the ceiling, well, don't go, well, I didn't hear it, therefore it's not happening. It's happening for them. And so once again, express that supportive role, express that loving, validating, supportive role that is is your level of interaction with your loved one at this time. Resist the temptation to invalidate their experience because you're not having it. Resist that. Thanks for watching.